Episode 29 of Valheim, Slow and Easy. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Welcome to tuning in. You're watching me play this awesome game, Valheim. We're heading over towards our canal project. If I don't get myself killed here in the swimming. Oh shit. Come on, find some land. Oh boy. I think I chose poorly. Jesus Christ, this was supposed to be like a smooth intro. Oh, I got skeletons coming at me. That was just ridiculous. The fog really tripped me out there. I thought I was heading in a direction. All right, here. Okay, let's try that again. Let's get back in the water. Episode 29 of Valheim, Slow and Easy. Welcome, everyone. Heading over to the canal to continue our construction of laying down the floor. We, in the last couple episodes, have spent quite a bit of time setting this thing up, being real tedious, making sure everything was lined up just right, and it paid off. Let me just tell you. As we swim towards it, let's find some land for a resting break here. Oh, see, started again. Have you ever drowned? That is a scary feeling, isn't it? Good convo, Hank. So here, let's keep going. There we go. I wonder if one of the final bosses is Michael Phelps, so we can get some swimming power. Yeah, so we're heading into where we're going to be doing a lot of work. Just want to show you this, how as the fog clears, we'll enter the part that's built up. Lots of refining to do. Oh, see, we've hit our floor. We walk. Now we walk. So we have a canal. I haven't decided if I'm going to fully wall it in. I don't necessarily currently think I'm going to, where it opens up like that, but I might. It might be kind of cool to do that, but yeah, look how cool this is. This is so great. It's fun to get down into it. Obviously, the pillars of light are temporary, as boat hulls tend to not like logs sticking straight up. So this is the project. We're gonna have to get back up onto into the base, go get some stone. Very much going to use up a ton of material to finish this. I've got a decent supply, but it goes quick. Each of the four each block here is 6, so each 4 spotter is 24. So almost 48 goes into just 2 blocks. Or 2 rows. 8 of them. Wait, that's not how you're supposed to use chests. So here, let's just get our stuff. Get some crap. I want to save. Keep those here. Wood. I don't know why I have dose hose. I don't need dose hose. I only need uno hoe. Grab some of that crap too, since it's not. Sure. Leave the puke berries. You never know when you need to puke. Yeah. The fish. Size 3 perch. That's rad. That's super cool. You can now tell someone, you know a guy that has multiple size 3 perches. So, we're having fun. Gonna be the coolest canal in video game history besides Canal Simulator. Which, of course, will never be bested. And, let's see. Go over to my pearl drawer. I do want to build a... We'll do that right now, actually. I actually forgot to build the cartographer's table, which I said I was going to do like a while back. Right? I need 50. but I want to build a chest, a luxury chest. What do I call it? I think this might be something that raises the... Not a personal chest, it's this one. It's up here in here. What's wrong with me? Where the frickin' frack? Why is this suddenly... There, jeez, good God. Okay, so we need coins, rubies, 2 silver necklaces, 8 fine wood, 5 rubies, 99. 8 fine wood. 99 coins. 2 rubies. 5 rubies. 3 more rubies. 2 silver necklaces. And I want to see if this ups my... I can't find it again. What's wrong with me? Silver. Okay, I do have enough silver for that. Alright, let's put some of this junk away real quick. You don't need the dang head. What did I just do? Did I just lose something I needed? I held it down. No, I think I put away fine wood. Okay. And silver should be right here. There we go. Yeah, I have 62 silver, so that's... It'll even open up an inventory spot. Bonus. So this is where I have the highest comfort rating, which is up here at 12. It'll say 12 real soon. Just kind of curious if this makes it go up. Well, we got to pick a cool spot, though, you know, because it's treasure. I want to be able to enjoy it. Obviously, like right next to the fire is kind of neat. How's that? Give me 13. Give me 13. Come on. Who doesn't feel more comfortable around a giant, around a beautiful box of silver jewelry or whatever it's called? I kind of expected that to work. Huh. Well, someday. I know I could look it up, but I like not knowing. It adds to the joy of discovery. Oh God, so at least these guys are easy. I don't have time for this. Let's put... Okay. Alright. I'm coming for you. Where you at? There you guys are. Hi. Like, did they know this was their plan when they woke up this morning? That this was their job? Or is it one of those you get to work thing, you're tired, you hope to get a good parking spot? I do like when they run around and chase the deer, though. That does serve my needs. So go ahead. Go ahead. Haunt the local animals. In fact, I'll just leave. You guys can be left to your own devices. Okay, so let's grab a huge haul of stone. Got their crap in the way. Coal, don't need that. Okay. I'm basically going to take everything. Quite a lot. And we'll see how much of this we use up. I'll be kind of... I think we might have just enough to finish the floor. So every stack is worth 2 rows at 2x4. Or 1x4 row per row. So I hope you're excited. Of course, it's going to be annoying. I'm going to run back over here. So let's build a bridge. Place. Let's just make a bridge for... Does it need to have stairs? No. Does it need to be angled? Also no. Should it be? Absolutely. Oops. Well, there's one down there now. Excellent. We'll just have to remember to rip that out before we take the boat. Here, let's do it this way. What are you doing, Hank? Come on. Being kind of dumb here. Let's just, instead of like extending it, you can just... Nope. Okay. I am carrying too much, aren't I? I think sometimes when I see that, it's like, I really should just let things go more. Aren't we all just carrying so much? So many stones holding us down, anchoring us to the past. A sail in the water of our future. Just get over it. Let it go. I need some blueberries. Okay. Build a chest, I think, if I can. And one place stacks, yes. Okay. Let's get in there. Actually, before we get in there, let's make it possible to get out of there. How's that sound? Nope. Okay, now let's get in there. Probably do this with wood. And I guess if I ever like really desperately need stone, I can come over here and to my canal. Think of this as like a stone storage. Okay, down to 2. Where's that deer? Where's that deer? Okay, this mic. Okay, gotta get. There it is. I see it. I see you. Shut up. All right. So 2 rows, 2 rows, 4 rows. So 2, 4, 6. Partial. So we should do about 7 rows here. Kind of do it from here, maybe. So this is 4, 5, 6. I like doing this from land. It's easier. Oops. Bit too. I could have done that, but it just doesn't. Sometimes you think you're on, you're not, and they do a good job with like the way the water refraction works. Okay, so this is so stupid. Paving a lake. All right, that's about 7. Okay. Get out. Move this down. Might need to build a... There's a lot of stone around here, obviously, that I can harvest, and there's some big old chunks, but I don't know. Part of me wants to sort of keep some of the areas looking good. Not that it really matters in terms of the game, but I sort of like to have like a quarry where I get it. And I do have a big stone quarry down the way. Kim. Oh. Okay. Actually, that's in the way of the work. All right. So, see how fast that box went? I could do like a row of wood down the middle. Like the 2 in the middle could be wood. Okay. Maybe about halfway. We're not quite halfway. I don't want to take all these rocks down. All these rocks look cool, man. There's a house over there. I could go rip down. There's some stones over there that obviously I could use, of course. Those are what they're there for. But we really need to just... So 150 is good for 6 more rows. Don't forget we got to do the walls too. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do the everywhere. Not cool, bro. Is he standing? Yeah. So it looks like our standing heights are the same. You're my friend. I miss my friend. This is the dumbest use of this stuff. This is truly stupid. But you know what's going to be really cool? When we see fish swimming over it. And I'm going to go, ah, yes! Yes, baby! Oops. I got a lot of stone staged at the end there. So, like, we just kind of got to make sure we... Alright, 2 more. Okay. Let's, Did I not pick up the... What the fuck? How could that have happened? Oh, come on. Give me a break. That's crazy. Okay. Do I need to put it on a thing? Okay. Like, here's a bunch of stone. I could obviously rip this out, but I kind of want to keep this little area clean. Let's head back to the village. There's copper here. Marked as copper on the map. I sort of want to encase the whole thing. Like you drive into the canal down there and it's a building the entire way through it with a roof, a whole deal. Does that sound fun? Would you like to watch me do that? This is a good lot bit that might get us close to. But let me just do something real fast here because we got to get. Let me up my food. So what is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is enough for 12 more rows, which... Once we get to the other end, then it'll be easier to shuttle or to go back to base and get stuff. Because here in the middle bit, I could have moved a portal to the middle here. That would have probably helped, but let's just do this real fast. A little way station. Kind of really want to have the wall, though. I really like having the wall. But do I do a wall on both sides? Oops. Take all. It's a nice clean wall as it is, so maybe I don't need the wall, but I like the wall. What? That's outrageous. Kidding me? All right. It's getting kind of dark too. Yeah, 12 rows will get us a nice push forward. At a certain point, I have to angle it, I guess. I could cut straight through. I think that is... It's just straight through that land up there because it's not deep. Yeah, that's the length I like. Now let's see if I can pick that up. I think it like... Yeah, there it goes. If it's buried, I think it likes to... It'll kind of kick it out. We've had really good weather, by the way, in this... not in my IRL world, but... This calm water has been a major part of this. So, yeah. Okay. All right, so that was about 6. If I can finish it off without... And one more. Okay. It's going to be so much... It's going to feel so good to finally come through this on a boat. Okay. So... All right. I mean, I got to move it down anyway. It's not like I was trying to get to a point where, oh, I hope I don't have to move it over. It's like, well, of course you do. Gather up a little bit of wood here for some. Ugh. And frickin' locals coming out at night. Oh, wrong way. Nah, well, let's just build the... Oh, it'll let me. Don't be using my canal without paying the fee. I own it now. You did not own it. You were here first, but that doesn't mean you own it. See this gun? See the piece of paper? These two things together means I own it. Not you. Me. You touch the paper, you'll meet the gun. All right, here's the fee. This is the works. It's natural. Yes. Okay, good. So now we got to build a chest. And to bring over more stones. All right. What did that building give? That gave us 250 basically. So that's a nice haul. I got a bunch up here too. Some in there. I know you're impressed with my preparation. Let's build a... Sorry, gotta go back. 4. Yes. Haven't been raided in a while, so I kinda... It seems like there's a interval. Not sure exactly what it is, but... Oh. Missed me. A level 2. Great. Let's put... Oh, yeah. Or maybe just some sort of arch in the middle. A decorative arch. You know? Something playful. Something Viggo Mortensen would maybe gaze his handsome visage upon. Say something muttery. Make everybody's wife excited. And then I go, there's my wife. Look at that fucking Lord of the Rings guy again. Honey, he works at this coffee shop. Leave him alone. All right, let's go get some rocks. Ugh. Actually, we're gonna go get rested. Just hang on a second here. Then we'll bring back another haul of rocks. I know I've got a bunch still in the base. I'll probably do it on my own. I'll do some rock harvesting. Yeah, so how far out do we want to go? I think we need to get a troll to chase me and to destroy those rocks for me, if it's possible. That was so effective a few episodes back, but I forgot to record it. I recorded me react. Well, these guys are still around, huh? Farting out smallfer. Just go hunt deer. Leave me out of your hijinks. I don't turn on the blue lights enough. There's a blue light around here. Yeah, there we go. Watch this. How cool is that? Uses up precious resources. Okay. We'll get rested or sleep actually, and then stones, and then maybe rest to the maximum, or some version of this. I dreamt the other day that I was running towards my childhood street that I grew up on. I have a lot of traumatized memories, but also a lot of very good memories. But it's I don't like to live in sentimentality. I tend to avoid time traveling in my stressed brain to back to the days back then or other times of life, even though it's not all bad. There's plenty of, but like in the dream, I knew I was there. I kind of knew I was dreaming. Bit of a weird dream, but I remember, and I want to tell my mom about this because I think she feels a lot of times that things went a little haywire and it's her fault and shit like that. And it's not at all that. I think we're just part of America's great tradition of white people fucking up white people. And anyway, but but in the dream, I had this very calm kind of glad feeling to be back in the area or to be heading towards it, even though it was very different. It was like there was like a band playing on the corner where normally that was a house. Anyway, I don't need to get into the crazy part of the dream, but it wasn't the craziest type of dream, by the way. Believe me. Yeah, but it was I had a feeling of wanting to be there, which I might not normally expect from some of the stuff, some of the things. So do I have stone? So you could tell yeah, I knew I had a bunch. You could tell you're hitting the bottom when you're starting to scrounge. Good. And then this cart. We'll take those. Ooh, I should replace everything with black marble, huh? Let's go do it. Spend the next 7 hours doing that. Stone? Hey! Oh. No, wait, that was the right. Stone? Nice. Okay. Here's what I do. We're gonna... What the fuck? What's happening? Didn't I... Why did it... How did I end up with 3? I feel like I should have had like half a whole cart. Did I just fill up this cart? Did I leave some over? I think I crossed my carts. Never crossed the carts. Okay. Carrots, onions. Yes. All right. Now that's a little better. This should be just enough to get us to complete the... I just need to connect it to the other base. And which one am I going into? We're going to go into 3. Right, not yet. Okay, this will pump us up to 19 on the rested, and then we'll head out. Okay. All right. So somewhere around here is going to be the turn. And honestly, it gets kind of deep right where I'm swimming. Honestly, why did I do this? This is stupid. This is so stupid. Oh, shit. Speaking of. Um, yeah, completing it is really dumb, wasn't it? If anything, I should just pave that whole bay there, like that spot. There was like good fishing over there. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Just keep going. Who cares? It's fun. Being stupid. What's life all about? What's life is all about? All right. Let's get in there. Get it lined up. So, but at a certain point, these are going to be like not supported if it gets deep. See right there. So either I lower it or I go get metal and I raise it up. Do I want to do that? Look at those fish. Swim over it. Fish. Yeah, I honestly think I could just maybe not complete it. I don't know. It's so close. It's so close, isn't it? We'll go where we can. I think this might connect because it's... I just want the same depth all the way too. In other words, when I connect it over here, I want to know that the floor of the canal is uniform from one end to the other. I mean, this is right about where it needs to turn. So we'll like... Okay. Now it's just looking super dumb. Because I could do stairs down to make like... Or I don't even have to... I mean, I could go down one. I could snap it bottom down. Get closer. Keep it on the corner. Right there. Oh, why not? I'm really starting to feel like this is this bad. But it's going to look awesome when it's done. All right, I guess we're going to try going a little deep with it, though. So let's get to... I mean, I could also use... How much are the stairs? 8. Those could be like... But it's kind of fine to have it. It's just underwater shit, you know? Okay, back to up. Nope, not there. Oops. Not there either. So we'll keep We'll keep it low. Give me this damn stone. There we go. It'll be so fun to see fish. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to want to pave the entire area. And that this will be like my stone fishing area. I can already tell that that'll be cool. I think that's because that's going to be like the payoff is seeing is having the fish. Is that some stones? It's getting real Minecrafty. Okay, a few more. Yeah, actually that looks cool. I kind of like that. Oh, it's going to take so much stone to do this whole spot. It's so stupid. So I think one more out. I think we're basically... Okay, let's see if I can reach it. Yeah. That should be the turn. Or at least maybe even one more, but yeah. And I'll angle it. If it angles even, I think it will. It should. But we'll find out. Okay. Let's take this thing down. Take this down. How much wood do I have? Not that much. So what I want to do... I like the little Christmas trees. They look cool. Shut up. Jeez, am I get that's strong? Just whacking a stump out with one swing? Oh, maybe not. Oh, God damn it. I see you. Okay. So I need to... It'll look really cool when there's lights too. When I get the glowy blue lights up here and here, but I don't have a ton of the wood that you need. That requires mistlands. So that's where you end up with like getting into a spot where oh, I got the thing over there. Forgot about it. Okay. Excuse me. I'll take that, thank you. Come on, just put the damn thing down. All right. How much can I carry? Let's build a chest here. Just to get rid of some of this junk. I don't even have a workbench. carry half of one. That'll do it. Oh, I was hoping for a double jump. So now, though, the tricky thing about lining it up is I don't necessarily want to line up the perfect angle to each. I just have to get one angle that'll then will be my lineup for the other one. So as long as I can... Is that the angle? See, that doesn't... Or is it that? It's kind of neither. That, so like straight on here. Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay. I don't know why I was... What? Okay. Crafting is up to 29. It feels like it should be way higher than that. Okay. So I do one more on this side, probably. Am I in the zone of the other one? Yes. Yeah, see how it's sort of coming in at a goofy... Okay. So that's what's so nice about being east-west, straight north, south, east, west. All right, look, we made it. Was it worth it? What a freaking ridiculous. So we can do a little bit more out. I think it's going to need some... I love having the two of them. One. Oh, I thought I had some. Okay, grab some more stone. We still got a few minutes to go here. That's why I take a break in recording after I finish this one. I think I've done 4 today. Been trying to get them published on Suck Professor. I still don't know. It's an interesting thing because, you know, the channel had its heyday. It slowly built over time up until it, and then, but it really grew when we were doing the shot-by-shot recaps. And so a lot of the audience expects me and James to do those, and didn't sign up for this bullshit. So I knew that and I've happened over the years, I've had small versions of this too, where I started it up again and immediately lose subscribers. But I know going in that, like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to try to appeal to people who watch this stuff. And if I just keep at it, it'll start to trickle out. And I think I'll get James and I'll jump on a podcast at some point too, which is not like those are going to go away forever, but he's always got interesting stuff. His media and his game and media diet is always interesting to get his takes on things. But anyway, like we watched Sinners, we both have thoughts about that show. But like, now that I'm kind of doing it with a little bit more, do I do one a week? That doesn't seem like a lot. I mean, it seems like a low amount. You want to wait a week between video game clips if you're into the story that I'm doing here? Probably not. But so like one a day, that's possible, I guess. It's a lot to kind of keep up with over consistent time, unless I was really like just doing it. If it was income, I mean, good God, dude, if I just stuck with it, I probably would have built an audience over time. There's worse ways to make a living. So I'm just sort of deciding, should I do, because I scheduled a bunch for like noon, 2 on one day, and then like a whole bunch for like noon every day for like the next like week or so. Maybe 5 days a week. I don't know. I don't know what's best. I don't know what what would turn people off / provide what people want. I imagine if you get into a series like this, it's later when you've, and there's like, right now, what are we at? 29? But there's like, if you look at the playlist, it's like already at 140, so you get to see this whole thing or something if I really go deep on it. And that might happen, but it's getting dark. Can't see. Come on. Okay, so we'll come back. Well, there's that little intersection there that we have to fix, but all right. Still playing here. I'm just gonna move on to probably go back to the base, sleep, give me some daylight. I kind of want to take a boat through it. Still haven't done the big boat, and that'll be like the real maiden voyage when we sink the Titanic. Yeah, I need to gotta get rested. Maybe we'll try to scrounge up some more rocks. So I do have all these piles of wood that I just got used to being in the way on my grassy little spots. How do we like this? Still kind of, I think I want to switch to the core wood full. I think that'll look a little bit more uniform because of those gaps. But I'm not even sure I want it the angled. I don't mind it. It won't be too hard to rip out if I decide I hate it. I think I am out of rocks, to be honest. I know I might have. No, there you go. Got 19. Hey, boss, I got 19 rocks. Bring them to the job site. You're fired. I think part of the social philosophy and the productive philosophy that I think we need to work on in our culture, in our world, the one that oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, it feels so good. That rocks, baby. It's just the notion of luck in terms of like things can be fine. Things can be even pretty good. And that's also sort of relative. It's weighted towards expectations and stuff as well. But not everybody is trapped in it. Although making it harder and harder. They're raising the water levels are reaching your nipples more and more. Water. Some people's water's up at their nose. Some people's climbing. And it's a decent metaphor. But the luck factor in both into like, oh, there's a bunch of rocks too, is like, what kind of family were you born into? And how does that determine your life's outcomes? Obviously, that's complex, but we all know that when you're born into wealth / health, you're more than likely to experience wealth and health and have the advantages and the strengths and stuff, sometimes the downsides, but the, you know, most of us would take that deal. Maybe there's wealth plus abuse or ways that are destabilizing, dysregulating, if the A word is uncomfortable. And okay, that's fine too. Oh, rocks. I got some rocks. They're called stones. And I think we got a lot here. We got a decent little haul. Plus what's in this. Wait a minute. Yeah, go hit the repair. I am sprinting everywhere, aren't I? Imagine having a, like, just sprinting in a compound, just not actually just walking from one place to the next. But I think that's a major, because it's uncomfortable to talk about, is the amount of neglect and sadness and abuse that flows through these various systems, the sort of things that you're forced to cope with, cranking up that difficulty dial on people's lives. But that's a lucky thing. Back in the days, and it's still a factor in a lot of spaces, but where, you know, the society didn't allow women to vote until 1920, right? Was it 22? 20? So for hundreds of, or, you know, well over 100 years. That's insane. And still made voting access difficult. But then there's this period where, and women always had to work, by the way. It's such bullshit, this whole, oh, women entered the workforce. But like this notion of you can't get a bank account unless you had your husband's approval, and you couldn't divorce. Husbands got to decide who divorced. It was this patriarchy stuff, this kind of command and control social system. And in some of those cases, you got lucky. Maybe it was actually a genuine friendship or partnership or friend, you know, like kind of like that. That's not impossible. But for a lot of people, they were trapped in the system, and they just didn't have options. Like I was saying in the last episode, how much bullshit do you got to put up with? What compromises do you need to make that you might not even realize need to be compromises? But in some of those, God, what the fuck? In some of those cases, it was probably fine. You married a guy that treated you properly because you're both, you know, just naturally on the right harmony vibe, naturally human towards each other. Probably still had to put up with some bullshit, but like the amount of like sexual harassment in workplaces, and just that was just casual to young girls and women on the street, in the streets. Not to even mention the racial component and that made for very different types of. I think of freedom as a map, like a map of your freedom, and you could consider that across different races, genders, class, especially, but. The freedom map was very different depending on your skin color. And, but it's like luck. You got lucky. It was okay. These days you get a job. It's okay if it's, what the fuck am I doing? You can get lucky with a good manager. You can get lucky with a decent gig. Maybe, or even why you choose to study something you study, to enter a field of study. I think medical care should be like venerated as a profession. I think humans are naturally drawn to that sort of work anyway, but it is, you know, it should lean into that disposition and reward it. Instead, it's this disgusting opportunity for vampires to squeeze people. And that includes not just their customers, who are the patients, but also the workers in these industries. And so maybe you get lucky. And changing things up so that you have more agency and that you have more, the consent parameters are different, is about luck. It's about changing the notion, reducing the role of luck in the sense that you don't necessarily have to get lucky to get a good job. You're just going to get a good job. Even if it's work you don't want to do per se, it's still a good job. Your manager doesn't get to treat you with the disrespect that you're receiving because of the ways that you have access to options. And that produces a culture of, you know, not even just requiring unions to accomplish this, but the cultural change that would come with kind of this concept that we could treat each other far better than we do. So maybe I widen it up here. That wouldn't be too bad to have like a 5th row. I mean, we're in it now. I don't know if I want to go through and dig out the thing I just paved. So we're in this project. So maybe it being kind of fatter here, spreading out into the bay, into the mouth. I think that the family unit where parents are stressed out, maybe they had their own struggles as kids with their own families and issues that went down, things that happened, wounds that didn't heal, wounds that healed. Not all wounds heal the same. And another way to like mitigate this sort of randomness of the luck side of it is to have community care. And I don't mean everybody gets to make decisions for children, but just that parents should have resources provided by their community to help them with their children, to help expenses for childcare and all that stuff. Because craziest thing is like, that's how we have fucking evolved. We are so not meant to be raised by two people, even though we have this intense legal construct around it and a bunch of cultural conditioning that feeds into this notion. But the concept of the family being the nuclear family, the same way a cell can't operate without its surrounding alleles, the nucleus is not enough. We have that as family when, if you go back hundreds of or tens of thousands of years pre-civilization. What the fuck? Okay. I'll be curious to see if I'm ever scraping the bottom in wavy stuff. And see, we're getting kind of some waves going on here, messing up my production here. You if you found yourself only being parented by 2 adults, you were in deep danger. That was a major problem. Something really bad had happened to be separated from your community to the point where only 2 adults were now looking out for you. I go on about this a lot, but like, it's just so clear to me that we're all better off if we look after children. And I don't mean like we should all move into the same room and everybody gets their say in it, but like, far more resources should be devoted to the community factors and the community participation that would harmonize with our instincts, and it's healthy, and it would give people stuff to do more who might not work regular jobs. You know what I mean? Like, this sort of thing should be paid, and it should be included in like the default environment of social safety. Not just something you can access through, like, childcare costs in America for people to go to work are just ridiculous. Other countries go out of their way to like fix this, but in this country, it's a chance for Wall Street to soak up some money from people. It's fucking gross, man. It's so gross to me. And so when you have a lack of this kind of default community presence, you end up with the unlucky, which is where abuse starts happening and children have a harder time getting rescued from it. Things that can go wrong can stay wrong because the community's not looking out for it. And that's where you end up running into arguments with people who have more conservative viewpoints about childhood and children being treated more like property to their parents. Thus, you can abuse them if you want. You can destroy them. You can get pissy about someone else saying what you should do, right? The homeschool movement is a reflection of this. Do I not have a hoe? Where's my hoe? I lost my hoe. Time to build a hoe. But all of human history, all of human natural history meant that there were lots of children, older children, adults, older people, old people. Needs a roof. I think I actually have one up here that has a roof. And that probably prevented the abuse from getting going, but also like kids sometimes they need someone who's not in their family to step in and do something about some shit, or at least a like and we have so much trauma generationally, Slinky going down the stairs of wounds and transmitted pain from parents to children. Give me that. Give me a hoe. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure. Why did I need a hoe? Now look how cool it looks from up here. Oh, this is going to look awesome when it's spread out. Okay. So what are we on the supplies? We got some. I just think you shouldn't have to get lucky to have a good, safe, healthy upbringing in childhood. Is all it really kind of comes down to. Like, I just think I don't want to control how people live or anything. I want to know that if I meet somebody, I don't have to know anything about them at all. And I can't tell anything about them except maybe some information from their appearance, which we always are gleaning from people, how people present themselves. But besides that, I want to look at someone and know that they had a great childhood, that their childhood was filled with safety, health, and if they had any rough patches, that their world was there for them, that their adults, that the adults around them weren't stressed out by their jobs and stressed out by their bosses and stressed out by pollution that's caused, or all the wars that are being foisted on us. Oh, yeah, I wanted to flatten some stuff. That's what I was doing. And I just want to know with high confidence that person, I don't need to know anything else, but I live in a society. What's happening here? That made it so that person had a good, healthy childhood. And that's my safety. That's for me. It's also for them. It's their dignity. That's when I said, I think this one or previous, but like you make someone else's dignity your problem and everybody gets dignity. And it would be so liberating to just do that, to have a world where that way when someone's actually in pain, in a state. Did I not build one? What happened? Did I not? Yeah, okay, there's the circle. It's because some sort of failure of the society has provoked it, but the resources we will need to intervene will be available. And considering where we are on the planet and the sort of cosmic psychic devastation that's sort of definitional of us all, of our whole system, this kind of thing can be improved in stages. Each generation from here on down would then show, suicide rates going down and other things, other factors, other rates of addictions and all those other kind of despair related behaviors would trend away, and that would be wonderful. But community strengthens people, and that would mean people would be able to take risks, stand up to their bosses, gain more leverage over their working conditions in various ways. not just having unions, but having healthcare. You don't have to have healthcare tied to your job. One of America's most insidious forms of social control. Evil. Truly just gross and evil. Options. How much ass bullshit do you got to put up with? And that leverage gain from such a world would be bad for profits. The bosses don't want that. It's getting steeper. Okay, so I kind of like where it started to move its way down. Now it's like an art project. I kind of like the Minecraft sort of look. Need to snap down low. If it can. Yes. Yes, yes. It's just sad to me that it's not, that what I'm describing to me seems so clearly how things should be. It could be, but the more you learn about history and the roots of our culture and society, and in order to inflict the level of harm on others that is required to create this kind of extractive colonial capitalist society, it requires persistent trauma and persistent lack of empathy, persistent dismissal of people's anguish and pain. And I think America's inability to get a handle on school shootings is a huge kind of indicator of the degree of like depravity that is about it. Because how is that not fixed? It's stunning to me. All right, so I still haven't seen my first fish swimming above. I've gone on and on, haven't I? I just kind of lost track of things there for a second. I just want to finish off the rocks we got. I think that's a good stopping point. But I need to go get some wood to... I do have chests here. But... oh, hell yeah, there's rocks in the chest. There's an ocean of rocks underneath our feet, boy. Why is it not opening? Am I too far away? It's like the box isn't coming up. There, this one. All right. I got the wood. Just take a look at it from above. It does look cool from up high. I think this is where... oh, yeah, baby. So now it's only 3. I do need to add another. It kind of disappeared into the thing. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay. Yeah, we're right by the stuff, so we don't have to. I kind of want to taper it so it looks organic. Organic-ish. But I don't know if, like, I want to see if I could... right, this is just seems... I feel like this could be down. No, it's a little bit up. Does it taper there? No. Few more. What if the fish avoid it? What if they're intelligent? They know. Show yourself. Show yourself. Whoa. Didn't think they'd get up there. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. So I'll fan it out about to those rocks, maybe. It needs another row along here. What if I died? Okay. That's enough to do a decent... Excuse me. Or I could cut the land differently. You know, so that it, like, maintains this straight line. But I don't think that's changing our math here. We'll just come over... Start it from when I can get into this... Oh, God. All right, dude. I don't consent to your existence. So does that go down? How dare you? These rocks can take a beating. They can really take that. They, you know, take these guys could probably destroy them, but they take a long time. All right, I need to get another. Okay, I still have a lot of rocks there. I just want to finish off the pile. Oh, get. I don't know why I had to do it right there. Stupid deer. Shut up. Okay. This is going to look really cool in the daylight. Still got a ways to go, but, you know, I think we'll definitely need a wall along here. I might even end up changing some of those stones out after putting in a wall. Frankly, this stump here has been... keep it. Let's keep it. It's been there a while, right? It's part of the... It's part of our little family of stuff. Leave me alone. You guys are so annoying. I mean, yeah, maybe we don't need this anymore. It's like that moment in Jurassic Park when the velociraptors figure out how to use stairs. It'd be funny if it like gets worse. Like they figure out doorknobs, and then they figure out like elevator buttons. It shows like this velociraptor finger, a big claw poking at elevator buttons, microwaves, knitting. It's velociraptor knitting. See, I could write for Saturday Night Live or something. That's funny. Oh no. This is the humans continuously going. That look is scary. Oh no, they know how to use doorknobs now. Get the hell out of here. With your level 2. Tons of stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Let's put some lights down though. I know I just can't keep messing with it, but I have to. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I do it right in the middle. It's sort of dumb. Still get a cool effect even if I don't do it that way, but kind of like it. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, right when I was going to pick up the resin. Just to complete my art. My final brush stroke. My final kiss of the radium brush. Like the sentence, was that, did I talk about that in this episode or the past episode? The punishment for being the owner of the place that poisoned your workers with mouth radiation, you should have to go do the job for 5 years. You know, you should have to suck on radiation for that long until you get the thing. I don't necessarily want that as the punishment, but like the injustice of that, it is this level of harm and violence other people pay that the people don't who benefit the most from it don't. Just drives me mad. All right, anyway, that's cool. Let's get up here. Look at that. Pretty fun. Oh, yeah, man, this is going to be so cool. So cool. We've made a ton of progress. We're going to work on getting a troll over here to help us destroy this rock. I think it'll work. I know you haven't seen it yet. It'll happen, though. They do spawn, you know, it'll happen. We'll take advantage when it does. Clear out some of the work. They're very good employees. I was cooking so good during that one. But, oh yeah, duh. The whole point of this is I wanted to swim down the thing. Very neat. Auto walk. Why does that seem faster? Hold on. Is that fucking faster? It's like regular walk is this. Yeah, it's about the same. But I press auto walk. Oh, that's because it goes towards the cursor. I had to ruin it with this. Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate your help. I couldn't have done it without you. We did this together. We built ourselves an amazing canal, which we will use 4 or 5 times maybe as we bring our booty back. I should just call it looty. It's loot. I do like these lower spots, actually. I kind of was annoyed about that, but I can't think they've grown on me. All right, let's press auto walk. Here we go. Just a lovely stroll straight through our entire canal project. Should I pave this entire bay? You know I want to. Gonna be thinking about that when I'm curled up with my sheet. With the fan at my face. Pondering the mysteries of the cosmos. recoiling from the absence of love, of intimacy. Just a sheet and a pillow. Look at this awesome ass canal. Let's get up close on it. As the moon sets, we stride. He feels like he's cruising. Is this faster? It feels faster than swimming. Hey, what the? Oh, that's my. Yeah, I just had a really beautiful moment. Yeah, there we go. The daylight comes up. That's gonna be so rad. You know, like turn it around. It's so great. Oh, now he's swim. Oh, because of the wave. If I didn't stop him, he'd probably go all the way. So thanks, guys. That's it. Good job. As I said, I'll probably do some play without you. So we'll probably see some stuff finished up around here. And yeah, we also have to consider doing some walls here and there. And then what else in the... I got a lot more stuff to do in the base. Obviously, plenty of fun design things. I kind of want to have like rooms that are dedicated to the color orange. So carrots and orange flags, basically. Or a cartographer's room that somehow we make it feel like that's where we plan fights, like Stannis Baratheon. A table that's all crazy or something, you know? All right. We did it. Bye. See you later. One more look. Bye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.